Exactly, with
Like,
bushing.
there we go. There we go. We're recording.
Oh,
He's
recording
doing it.
started. We're doing it. We're doing it together.
Yes, that's
All
right.
right, everybody. Welcome to AfterHours episode number 12. We have a short one coming with Great Ripple. Welcome,
Yo.
sir.
What's up? What's up? Glad to be here.
How you doing, Ripple?
Oh, doing great, man. Just saw that message pop out, and I was outside the house. I was like, you know what? I could get back. Let me try. I got back, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
That's awesome. We're happy to have you here. It's your typical whores, New Fish,
Hey, what's up? New Fish, Big Pond.
Bob Doggy.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on with that?
Oh,
That's
God,
new.
it's time for more hash.
Pounding the
You never
chest,
see the
keeping it
Wolf of
sharp
Wall
between the
Street?
ears.
Yes.
My man.
Yep. Fuck the clients.
Not financial advice, except literal advice.
Not all.
And Darren.
Hello there. Hello.
Darren, rumor has it you just saw the new 28 Dicks Later movie. How was it?
Yeah, I just watched 28 Years Later. It was pretty badass. And I will just say this over and over, it is very hard to beat the beginning of 28 Days Later. That has to be like one of the most amazing opening scenes of a zombie movie I've ever seen. There's so much chaos going on. I don't even know what that one is.
The setting of that movie just fucking kills me, man. Like it's remote Alaska, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. I really don't like pay attention to the lore because I know it's like Britain in this one. It's in the UK. In this 28 Years Later one, but it was still a good movie. It's just like I don't know, man. Just the first one just will always have a place in my heart for like one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
That's what I was saying. I just saw that last week for the first time. It was so fucking good. Like it's just original too. Like it was just and the ending is just freaking like hype. You just get hyped up.
That's what gets me about the movie.
So
like it's like so remote and like desolate. It just makes me feel things.
Yeah,
things I never felt before.
I just want to close your eyes.
Yeah, I recommend everybody to come back to that opening scene of 28 Days Later. It'll make you feel things.
I think I'm
intense. Just
this is all nice and lovey-dovey, guys. It's really fucking beautiful. I'm gonna fucking segue here, all right? So
yeah, go ahead.
So at the beginning, you all might have heard Ripple say, "Hey, I saw the message," and I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I can do this." So we had an idea tonight. Let's go ahead and make a post. So Chief made a post. Our idea was let's get somebody on here within 15 minutes who's available, like basically like now, with a port under $5,000. That had any questions for us? We have questions for them. You know what I mean? Just how's it going? How's your journey going? What's your ups? What's your downs? Just random shit. Just shooting the shit. We always have people on here with like bigger ports and huge follower bases, but like that's not what it's about. It's about starting off wherever your starting point is and increasing your port from there. So
yeah, it's just doing it.
Yeah, so we thought Ripple would be a great guest. I've been watching him for a while. I know he's been following me, and I know Chief's been watching him for a while, and he replied. So yeah,
dude,
we're happy to have you on,
podcast.
Ripple.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me be here, guys. Like it's like I said, like I listen to you guys all the time driving, and it's just like wow, like I could definitely get on one time, hopefully. Like, I'm like, yeah, when my port's at like 500K, but then like, you guys threw out that message tonight and like, I appreciate it. And, at all under 5K crew, we,
represent,
represent. That's right. We're the small fish.
Well, no, I mean
the guppies. Yo, you're following
52X.
Dude, the guppies.
The guppies, new
Actually,
fishes.
turned $56 this week into 10K. So it can go quick. So
Yeah,
Can go quick.
definitely don't try to do that.
Yeah.
People.
I'm trying to do it this week. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think I have the balls to do that
financial
either.
advice.
Dude, if he could turn $55 into 10K, then I could turn 100 into 100K. It's
I'm about to
simple
show
Yeah,
you
but
how to
you
turn
see,
200 grand into fucking $10 real quick. All right?
that's exactly what I would be if
That
I
I
do
could
it.
do.
You know what I mean?
That I could
Wait,
do.
did you guys see that bit miner or whatever that Omni just
Yes.
posted?
Dude,
It's
I
up
made
like
some money on that
2,500% this week.
Jesus.
Dude, I fucking day traded it for like 20 minutes and made like $75
Ow.
That's
Those
not bad.
hurt, man. Those
on
hurt though.
3 shares, on 3 fucking shares.
Oh, that's nice.
Part of the deal.
It's crazy, dude. I was like, I'm in, I'm out, boom. Market sucks today. Like
That's
the
beautiful.
morning was great, and like I totally missed the first half hour of the fucking session.
Yeah,
Oh.
I woke up at like 1 this afternoon, right when the market closed.
I figured.
Perfect time.
Chief was
Well,
just
man,
out all day. I was like, oh, he's sleeping.
I'm really bad at this investing, being a full-time investor thing.
No, Steve, you're great at investing. It's this whole day trading thing, I guess. Like you're great when you're awake, dude. Your fucking returns day trading are nice, bro. But
Look, it's the whole sleep schedule thing. It just doesn't. I don't know. It's. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but like that's like what like when I'm looking for your guys' signals and stuff, like you guys hit home runs, and I know like in bull markets everything looks great, and bear markets everything sucks because back in April and March it was dark, especially in after hours. Everybody was just like, hanging their heads, and
It was a tough time.
it was a tough time. But but this what
Okay,
shows like
so-
we weather the storm, we listen to our elders, and we just when they say do your own research, fucking do your own research. Like my own research right now is like going on Grok or ChatGPT, typing in like as an investor, what would you analyze in this company? Because I don't know what the fuck to say.
no, dude, that's fucking beautiful, man.
You're doing it right. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you're doing
Yeah.
exactly the right fucking thing, bro.
Because
Good job.
That's what we
Someone
do.
listen to Fish.
Bob Dog. What you said someone from Theta
Hey,
Daddies recently listened to what's up, Fish?
I'm sorry. I just had one question to follow up real quick with Ripple here. So Ripple, back in April when it was all that fear in the market, man, how did you respond to it? Did you sell? Did you sit? Did you
Mm.
buy? How did you respond?
So I basically clenched.
Okay.
No entry. No entry.
Environment, that type of environment is what makes and breaks sport.
Yeah,
So
and
that's why I'm asking what you did.
it was scary. No, man, it was scary because everything was fucking red every single day. You woke up, you're like, "Can I see some green?" And then everything was red, red, red. But I
Yeah,
did.
it makes your dick hard, man. It's a buying opportunity right there.
I hate it.
First thing in the morning, so it's like
Yeah,
You're already
hey,
bricked
morning wood, let's go.
push-ups. So
Why is there a tent? I didn't know I was camping.
I would break my fucking nose if I tried doing a push up with my little pee-pee.
Oh, that would hurt so bad. It would suck. It would suck. Even trying to explain
anyway,
that.
Stop talking
Sorry.
about our dicks. Let's talk about our dicks.
That's how this always
so yeah,
starts.
how'd you handle it, dude?
So, what I did was I saw a lot of upside in um NVIDIA. So I was like, let me try I got in a little too high, and then I tried to like shave some shares that were just, like kind of not really dead shares, but just like in other companies that just were stagnant that I had from previous years listening to like other people that I never really, did my own research for. And this was like years like during COVID. So then I was like, let me just try to, scrap up some money, put it in these ones that are gonna get up, and then just kind of like dollar cost averages a little bit, but like it wasn't like I said, it was like maybe $40 here, $70 in that one. So it wasn't like I was buying, full shares, like 10 shares or 5 shares. So it was like a little bit. And then once it starts going up, it's nice because you're getting that profit of that little share up a little bit more. And then you could like, sell a little bit or buy a little bit more. So I don't know, man. It was just like, buy the ones that are gonna have upside. And that, like I said, was pretty much listening to you guys like go back and forth, and honestly, like stepping into the kingdom really, on those Sunday night streams, that was like
The
eye opening.
kingdom.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go, bro.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Great Discord. I love to visit.
I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there. Gotta get the keys to the kingdom because everybody seems to be winning over there. And this isn't a plug or anything. This is just like, just ears open, mouth shut, listening and watching, seeing what everybody's doing. And listen, if you could I feel like if you can scroll through fucking like TikTok, which I don't go on, or like YouTube Shorts, if you could do that for an hour, you can read about a company or a stock for an hour. So it's like, why the fuck not?
And that's I gotta say, man, like I just love to hear that. Like you said, the market was red, everything was down. I was gonna ask Bob Dog before. I think he said a member of the Faded Daddies recently went and listened to the early AfterHours episodes, and we just so happened to start recording them when the market was tanking, and all we kept preaching was like, "This is when you buy. Like you got to buy, don't sell, buy."
All of us were screaming it.
It's
buy
MicroStrategy.
Dude, my average on MicroStrategy right now is 246 on 55 shares because I was buying at the fear.
Right.
Nvidia, the average is $94 because I was buying at the fear, dude.
Nice.
I feel like the biggest takeaway is
you just gotta keep in mind. No, I'm saying you just gotta keep in mind that the market's either gonna crash and die or it's gonna go up. So make your choice.
Right. Yeah. And we obviously know it's not going to crash and die. And that's what, when everyone capitulates and wants to sell and go to cash, like that's really when, in my opinion, you should double down on your positions and your conviction. Because like you said, Ripple, it's important to do your own research, right? So if you have an understanding of the company that you're invested in, then I mean, like, what are you worried about? What else are you gonna do with your money?
Yeah, right.
Well, and for me,
fundamentals haven't
I went
changed.
through I went through the COVID crash, and this just seems so freaking similar. And it was like, man, if you bought some of those companies at the right time, you could just make bank. And it's just like same. It just looks so similar. And if you look at it now, it was like the drop was like 2 days before it happened for the COVID crash, and like the return to normal was like 1 day before. It's been almost the same thing. And so if it continues that, we'll have another little dip at some point, but continued bull run. So
it's like I'll keep going back to it because it's my favorite fucking stat. Including the Great Depression, historically, the stock market returns 10% annually. Like what is it? Fucking bear markets last what 9 months max, and there's been 5, 6 in the last fucking decade, 20 years.
Wow.
They just don't happen. Like it's not that they don't happen. It's just the government keeps printing money. People are going to keep investing. Companies are going to keep making money.
God damn it! I want a fucking a good correction. I don't want to crash, and I don't want a recession, but I want a really nice correction.
Like a little punch in the nose, clear your head.
I think it's happening in a month.
No, I want some fucking blood in the streets. But the key is,
I mean,
get ahead of it.
Of course you do, Bob Dog.
But I want to get really good fucking deals. Like I want to get fucking.
I want suffering.
We just had them in April. We just had the good deals in April. Nvidia was $82.
Okay, I've got more money now.
Tesla and MSTR were around 200. Like
I just told you, I was buying MSTR then. I spent all my money. There were 7 fucking dips, bro. I bought all 7 dips.
The dip.
Dip you dip, I dip, dip you dip.
I'm just relaxing and collecting the divs. So
there you go.
That was actually not so bad during the whole market crash. I was still getting money in every month, and even though my port was dying, it came back up, and I'm near all-time high now.
Nice.
Things are fine. Yeah, things are good.
That.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
So I got a question. If you can kind of foresee that coming, is it smart to start buying like VIX and shit like that? That's gonna hedge it, but it won't give you that return though, right? Or
That's a great question. I kind of just started like a little position in VIX.
So
just as a little hedge in case we do
right,
drop like this week or next week,
right.
because we're just in no man's land right now. Like
So,
SPY
so,
just passed like what 625 or whatever, so nobody knows
So
what's gonna really happen.
yeah, it went
Uh,
up to 626, a little 626 and a quarter, I think.
yeah,
And then it closed at 620. I think 625.
yeah. So like
but
we're in no man's land, so like it's probably just gonna come down from here. But at the same time,
yeah,
the big beautiful bill just passed, and that's very like pro crypto and whatnot. So uh I think it's gonna pump the market a little bit more, but I just don't know like how long
it
it'll
is.
last.
So
My
you can look at the history of VIX and like see, the what prices it like the bottom was, and like when it starts getting near there, it's probably time to start thinking about some calls or
Mm.
something. And I normally don't buy call options, but VXX is one I did in February, and I timed it really good
Oh wow.
and made 5 or 10 grand off it.
So not
I
so not
I got
nec-
back in the market a little
does
too early, but yeah, I do think it's a good idea.
okay. So not
does
necessarily buying
anybody
shares, or are you saying buy options because options scare the shit out of me, man.
Yeah, they should.
I paper trade options like a fucking boss. And then like I'm like, oh, 125% return. Oh yeah, cool. Let me throw it in there. And the next thing you know, it's just down. So I stay away from that. And
Do you find yourself
That's smart.
chasing a lot?
do I find myself what?
Chasing.
Chasing?
Um
Like if you see something that's hot, something that's green, and you're like,
so
oh fuck, now I'm
so
gonna get in.
yeah, so I actually did that. I've been more disciplined now because I've been on after hours than I was in the past. Um I kind of learned like discipline from this like platform and just hearing what everybody says. And I don't really chase as much. What I did chase though was the Myra pump last night. And I got a little bit nervous because I bought in after hours. And then I got in and I was like, fuck, this is really high. I don't think like is it gonna pump again? And I like panicked. I sold, but then good thing I did because it fell off the cliff, which is
There you
cool
go.
because now I'm gonna buy into it, because I
There
see
you
what its
go, yeah.
potential is.
So did you lose money on that trade
I lost.
last night?
I lost $1.70.
No,
All
it's
right,
still a
let me
bad
know
trade
where I
then.
can
You
Venmo you
lost
a
a
dollar
share.
seventy. I know
Love
you
it.
got that from my fucking post, so let me Venmo you a dollar seventy.
A nice tag.
Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like that was the most recent like panic chase that I've had, like a chase that I've had. Other than that, I've been really like disciplined in listening to what like the majority is talking about and what you guys are talking about and kind of I don't really go on Reddit all too much cuz it's a lot of flexing, but I like to just, see what people are saying. I joined the ONS Reddit, and that's it's quiet over there, but it's cool to see like a little community pop up, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Be careful of Reddit is what I will say, man.
Yeah.
Be very anything you read on Reddit, take it with a grain of salt. Don't take any one post as
Mhm. Gospel.
anything.
Right.
Yeah,
That
you got to see at least 5 to 7 posts that are saying the same fucking thing, dude.
well,
I
and
w
I feel like that's where kind of like Sir Jack saved my ass because I just started stumbling around like stocks in on Reddit and stuff, and then I saw him posting about the app, so I jumped on. I was like, all right, so this kind of saved all of that digging around. You know what I mean? Like it kind of
Yeah,
like
Dude, a lot of people on Reddit, they, like, think that After Hours is a scam and whatnot. Like, you'll see, like, posts, like, in the,
yeah,
race to 10 million, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's just shilling that stupid ass app," or whatever.
right.
And, like, no, it's actually really good. It's just, like,
yeah.
he's
It's
kinda Sir Jack is known for, like, buying into meme coin or not meme coins, well, we know that, but still, buying into meme stocks,
yeah,
staying in them and then selling them, within, like, weeks or days. And, that's how he made his fortune, but, he just took advantage of an opportunity.
right.
Dude, I don't give a fuck if you make $10 million trading penny stocks.
I
Yeah,
know,
You
dude.
made $10 million, and that's all I give a
so
fuck
true.
about.
It's so
Yeah,
true.
dude. It's and Ripple, what's your portfolio looking like right now? Like
You
what are
can
you
bring
holding?
You could bring it up if you want. It should be synced up to date. I try to sync it like twice a day because it does lag behind. And I feel like if I leave this screen, it'll kick me out of the.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me pull it
I'll,
up.
I'll
Let me
bring
pull
I'll
it
bring it
Ripple,
up.
do you have a Roth IRA?
Yeah, so I have my pension for my job. I have another thing that's through the city, and then I have a Roth IRA for my previous company because I wasn't always a teacher, and then I have just another mutual fund that me and my wife throw in.
No, that's good. I'm just saying that you might want to look into getting some dividend stocks inside of your
Oh.
Roth IRA because they're tax free. The
Oh,
money that you get is the money that you get. It's
Yep.
not taxed.
in the
So,
Roth IRA.
And then
I've
you throw it
thrown-
on
the
the
Roth,
strip.
yeah.
I've thrown thousands of shares into, MSTY, and that's in my Roth IRA. So I really don't care. It's just whatever I get in 20 years from that, which is probably going to be a very good number. I'll have that plus the value of the fund. So
Oh, nice.
And did you know Darren is selling Misty hats and T-shirts too? So after you do that, you're gonna want one.
Plug it.
You're gonna want one. Everybody
Horse,
that gets their Misty dividends, they're gonna flock to that hat and T-shirt.
These
and
colors don't
sticker.
run.
Hey,
I have to admit.
Horse,
No, they turned out great.
I'm looking at his portfolio right now. You guys are talking to another Misty holder right now.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
I see that.
Yeah, buddy.
12.42 shares, sir.
Yeah,
Yep.
Love
man.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
He's
also
getting
have
a
my
taste.
I also have all of my Misty in my Roth. Like I think 420 some odd shares.
Nice.
Because it's just nice getting that monthly dividend. You don't have to worry about taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do need to pull anything out for any reason, you can always pull out. I never pull out, by the way. But you can always pull. You can always pull out your what you contributed tax free. So like if you max it out $7,000, you could pull $7,000 out and not have to worry about any tax repercussions.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So I gotta look into that.
Don't you have to wait like 5 years though or something?
No, and anything you contribute is you could just pull it out.
Because the non-tax is huge. Like that's
anything said on the show is not financial advice.
Never financial advice.
No, it's just good ideas.
But yeah, like
it's good ideas from some numbnuts sitting around smoking weed, drinking beer.
If you put $7,000, basically, if you maxed out your Roth, put $7,000 in, made fucking 35,000, got lucky, whatever. You could pull that $7,000 initial investment out because it's post-tax contribution to begin with, and there's no tax implications on that.
Nice. Okay.
I've never done that before.
I haven't either. I'm just saying.
So
yeah,
whatever goes in there stays in there.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
I'm looking through your port right now, man. I'm seeing some stuff that I like here.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything you don't like?
Yeah, there is one. That's
Yeah. Don't even say it. Don't even say
do
it.
Fish.
Do it.
Yeah.
Say it. Say it.
All right, man.
Hat.
For me,
I think that's a nice holding, Ripple.
I would fucking get rid of RXRX, man. That's just me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
bro.
plus
I like
one.
it.
Looks
Plus
like
one.
looks like you're up.
Minus 3.
Get rid of it while it's green, bro.
Dude,
So we're sitting
RX
while
was
it's green.
dude, it was a nice little pump and dump, but that thing, they're so far away from doing anything. When they actually are solving cancer and shit with their stuff, like that's like AGI. Like jobs are kind of fucked at that point, anyways.
So it's not even okay.
I mean, he'll probably get bought out.
That's yeah. So their supercomputer, the technology behind it is pretty fucking insane if you look into it. I'll personally go on record saying that I like the stock. I think it has a good trajectory in the future. What gets me is people want to get rich overnight, like on stocks, and it just
like X52X.
The Phoenician Phoenix. Beautiful to see him rise from the ashes, by the way.
Absolutely. We would love that, dude.
Always.
Guys, he was at 21,000 at the high today.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Off 50.
I really couldn't
or
help
76
myself. I kind
dollars.
of slid into his DMs and I was like, "Hey, guy, maybe you should sell." He didn't listen to Darren, but you know, I really try not to, talk to him about, that because that's his own personal choice. But I do believe that if Robinhood didn't automatically sell his contracts at 12:30 today, he would have been toast.
Yep.
So I'm really thankful though that he got out with something and now he's in new positions. I think he's in hood calls, $100, and
Yeah, that's
what's the
why
other
it's
one?
just so important to know your own risk management
Hymns.
and
He's in hymns.
Hims, yeah. Man, I
All
just
right,
got out
cool.
of Hims a couple days ago, but I can always get back in.
Ripple. I'm looking at
Ripple,
Ripple's
you're in Hims, right?
portfolio. Ripple is in Hims as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ripple has a very nicely constructed portfolio here. He's got Nvidia, Hims, MSTY, RXRX. Okay, whatever.
Like it.
He's got ONDS. Oh, he's got ONDS, BBAI, who, I was in them when their IPO, so I'll never get back in them, but they've been doing well lately. So congratulations to you, sir. Open, I'm not sure about them. I don't know who they are. INMB, don't know what that is. And PHAT. I mean, hey, it's a penny stock, so I say fucking keep it and roll with the motherfucker.
Just see where it
Guys,
goes.
You got a really nice buy in there, Ripple, on Hims. I like your cost basis. 40. What is it? 47.71.
Yeah, 47.
That's nice, man.
That was
Yeah, that's gonna double.
that was
That will double.
that was in like April, and I forgot. That was during, like we were saying before, during that tailspin. So I saw it pop, and I was like, "Oh man, I wish I got on that train." And then April hit, and then everything just fell off the face of the earth. And I was like, "Oh, now's the time to get in." And then I could have bought it, and then it went down to 25. I was like, "Motherfucker, I could have got even more." But and that's another thing. Like I
That's the
posted.
problem, though. Always, right? You're always like, "Fuck, I should have
Yeah.
gotten more."
Yeah, well, that was like I posted today, like, you know, I guess if you want to call it a thesis, um, it's it's at a point where it's like, all right, 20% and pull out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
just
smart.
like, and I
I
was
like it. I like you having a plan.
I was
Yeah.
conflicted with that because like I saw bull continue to rise. I was like, oh man, but like I was replying to somebody in my comment section saying like, but if it was -20, I would have been like, fuck, you should have took 20%, 22%. But
So here's the way that I look at it, man.
I'm listening.
As long as so my trading plan is 20 to 30%, right? On options. Shares, I like to it all depends. I mean, I like to be a swing trader, but I don't really swing in this market. I'm more investing in this market. I'm doing MTPLF and MSTR, it's like 98% of my fucking portfolio. But if your trading plan calls for 20%, right? Even if you see it going up still, maybe you hold on for another 5% and then you get out, because as long as you stick to your trading plan, you're always going to be practicing discipline. And
Okay.
that discipline is going to come in handy on trades that are going against you. You're not going to
Yep.
sit there with hopium going, oh man, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. You're going to be like, nope, I'm minus 15%. If it goes to 20, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Right. Been there before. Right.
Right.
guys, you guys brought up he was in PHAT, right?
Yeah.
Is that the name of the stock?
BHAT.
Oh,
Blue hat.
BA. Oh,
Bought.
well, anyways, so you know the guy Mixter 14 on AfterHour? I just looked at his portfolio. Dude, he's at $143 million.
Holy fuck.
I'm gonna
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm-
come.
So
I'm coming.
TMC alone, he's made $62.5 million. But I thought earlier you said he was in PHAT, and that's what Mixter 14 was in as well. But I see he's gotten out.
It's
But like you said, it was
PHAT,
yeah. But you were saying it's BHAT, so I don't really know what that is.
That
I would
was
say- I would
that-
just like to know Mr. 14, who the fuck are you?
Who are you, Mr. 14? He's probably like a vice president at TMC or some shit. If I had to guess.
Someone from the future, that's all.
Dude,
Right?
I'm just looking at his portfolio and it's just freaking insane. Just really quick, TMC is up $62.5 million. Hood calls, he has $25 hood calls. Can any of you guys imagine? Okay, so he has.
Are you gonna stop jerking off? Or you just you want to turn
I'm
the
doing it right
camera
now.
on?
Keep going.
We can record
Yeah,
this.
going.
Dude.
Keep going.
We can record this.
I'm
Just turn
almost
the
there.
camera on. I'll just
I
shit
mean,
and
Darren,
fucking
you do
eat.
realize that he is not the guest, right?
I do. I'm just saying.
Like, what are we doing here?
He has, just this last part. He has 3,850 contracts, $25 calls.
Oh my god.
And
That
just
must be
and
leaf.
just this
20
other last part. I want a
$24
gargling cup in
million.
my mouth.
I'm sorry. You said a stock that he was in, so it triggered me.
No, I said a
just now to
stock
check
that
that
he's not
portfolio.
in, and you thought he was in.
All Darren wants, Darren, just record a fucking voice memo of you farting his cum out of your ass,
A voice memo,
and then we'll
huh?
call it a day. It'll be the intro to the show.
Can I?
You're so wise. The intro to the show.
Hey, dude,
We were talking about having
no
an intro.
trademark or copyright infringement. So it's good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I will just say one stock that may be controversial. I'm not sure about in the port, Mister Great, Great Ripple, is Nvidia. So that I don't know, we're at all-time highs, and maybe it's gonna keep ripping, but I feel like that one's actually a little risky where it's at this point. So I don't know, how do you guys feel about Nvidia with the
So,
It's a
current
good cost
valuation?
basis. You're in at 125, right, Ripple?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
125.
I mean,
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Bob Dog. What do you always say? You make more money buying at all-time highs than at all-time lows, right?
It's true. That's true.
Oh,
That is like a 100% proven statistic.
and it's straight up like this thing's been hitting this wall pretty much. Well, it just broke through the wall, but it's been hitting a wall for over 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, just consolidating. And I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, one of the most beautiful balance sheets I've ever seen in my life, from my former life as an accountant. But I don't know. It could be breaking out to something new. Like it's some real new highs. Like how the fuck?
I feel like
How is core weave so
like-
high?
oh my god.
Soft
So I
voice.
feel like long term though, Nvidia, I know there's like Google is making they're designing their own chips now. Because I was trying to look at what all the big players are doing. Google's doing their own.
They're
I
also
think
doing their own
Google is like
AI.
a diamond in the rough.
Mm.
They're a diamond in the rough right now with this stuff. But I kind of just wonder, like, what is like an Amazon or another company like that just going to start designing their own chips as well and just cut out Nvidia. Oh, also Microsoft is going to start using the Google's chips, and OpenAI is going to use Google's chips too. So I don't know. I just think there's some risk with this one.
You sound so excited.
Microsoft just laid off 5,000 more.
Bob Dog's also going to come.
Yeah, 9,000.
9,000. So Bob Dog, let's touch back on this real quick. So you say that historically you make more money buying at all-time highs?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you look at the charts, like, I know you're a chart guy. Like,
Yeah, I'm definitely
pull
a
up some
TA
stocks,
guy.
and when they hit all time highs, like it's usually for a reason, and they keep running.
They'll keep
Where
ripping,
if you go to a stock that's an all time low, it's also usually for a reason, and it's probably not a good reason. And most of them do not recover. Sometimes they recover. If it's an Nvidia or Palantir, in March 2025, sure, but like. A lot of times they hit all time lows. They don't recover.
They're just trying to fight back.
Okay.
And that's the most important thing about and this isn't, again, never financial advice, and nobody's saying to chase stocks at all-time highs. But just historically, like Bob Dog was saying, you're going to make more money buying at a high than a low. So,
and it's fighting the trend. It's going. Trend is your friend.
yeah. Just follow
trend.
it.
So don't buy low.
Fuck, you're gonna make me call my fucking guy.
You're supposed to buy on red days. What the hell?
No, definitely buy low. Definitely buy low. But it's so funny because like just being able to watch the market day to day now for a month, like you'll see if a stock's running hot, it has to cool off, right? So you'll see it dip, and then you'll see it rip back up again, like a week, 5 days later, and it's like, holy fuck, it's literally just works like this. It's rotational liquidity, and that's why liquidity and volume are so important. They're like the two most important things to study, in my opinion.
Here's a tactic that I was thinking of, like seeing all the like technology sectors and them rising, you know, with the green dildos and everything. Look at like stock that's related to it that hasn't done it yet, because more than likely it's going to have its turn, you know.
True, like a rotation.
Yeah, like a
It'll be
rotation.
pulled up. Yeah.
Quantum computing, that's a perfect example.
For sure, yeah. Just whatever seems like it's lagging behind, because you know it's like a rotation of stocks jumping up. You know, once one sector starts to boom. So
rotational liquidity, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of these have a lot of potential. Like that's what TSM pretty much did with Nvidia. You know, Nvidia jumped, and then TSM jumped, and there's still more. I think, you know, that's why Circle's jumping. So
one piece of advice I will say is to like look into funds for the sector, like sector specific funds. Like so for the chip makers, you know, Nvidia, TSM, whatever, that would be SMH, and look at the overall strength and trend of the sector, and then you'll be able to catch those breakouts, I think, a little easier.
So chunk them all, and then you can see like, okay, obviously the bigger ones are going to pop first, and that means that there's more room for the smaller guys to run too. Then,
right? Yeah, they'll normally bring them up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're actually and for the overall market, you're right too, because if you look at QQQ ran first, then SPY, and now IWM is like the Russell. I think 5,000 and 2,000. IWM is like the smaller caps.
2,000 small caps.
And it's just coming up now. It's just coming.
It's hit all-time highs today.
Oh, it's coming everywhere.
and the market's like, you know, should I go up or not? Like, you know, this bill just passed, you know, and everybody's just waiting, and then they start buying shit, and then like it just starts to go up, and then you're like, okay, I guess I'll buy shit. So
well, you could look,
that's pretty much how it goes.
The bill didn't actually pass until after the market was closed, and so that was another reason for such low volume in the market today. On top of the fact that it was such a short day, on top of the fact that it was a short day capping a short week.
Right. Yeah, it was a weird week to trade, but there was a lot of money to be made. I just wasn't awake for any of it.
I tell you what, man, I'm gonna shout out the Kingdom, man. We were printing in the Kingdom this week.
I know.
You guys have a secret weapon, and that weapon is David Knight.
Absolutely, man. David Knight, I swear to God, dude, no bullshit. His win rate, I swear, from what I've noticed, is probably 95 to 97%.
It is insane. Yeah, so you guys gotta follow David Knight. What's his name on AfterHour again?
His
David
name
Knight.
on David on
it's not David Knight.
No, on AfterHour it's My Green Knight.
My Green Knight. See, Chief?
Throws some trades up in there, but he live signals in the Kingdom, and I live trade SPY, and then we look for other tickers that are moving as well.
Dude, I remember he did a 0 DTE. IWM was
221.
Yeah.
No,
well, it was 216. He did like
is your fucking throat just dry tonight or what? Like I just don't understand. Like you just gargling all these balls, dude.
You gotta visit more often. You'll see what it's like.
Yeah, I certainly can't feel you.
I do want to put like $1,000 to the side just every time that he posts something, because like
I might do that with my Misty Jibs, actually.
Dude, they hit. Yeah, I mean, and you guys know I switched to SMCY. It's a SMCI, but
hell yeah,
SMCY. Yeah,
I like that stock
for just for my short term portfolio. You know, because the stock was less than MSTY, and it was giving out higher divs. So I just sold my MSTY, you know, and I got profit.
Nice.
And then I bought SMCY, and I'm just kind of riding that one out right now. The dividends are going to be higher, and like you said, I think I'm going to use those dividends to buy my Green Knights, calls, and
Yeah.
just
Well,
kind of play with those, man.
just remember, you got to be in the kingdom to get them live.
That's right. Such a great Discord, man. You guys really all jived.
Dude,
really well.
we got Carly B me in there, the VIX queen.
Yeah.
Like I'm finally starting to learn about the VIX. She was
Sell-side beast.
She was recommending look into VVIX, which I don't even know what the fuck that shit is.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, me neither. So I got to start looking into that. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much fucking knowledge to be had in there. It's crazy. Anyways, let me stop pumping it.
Nah, man. Listen, like, one day I just got to just pull the trigger and just enter the kingdom because I know like everybody's winning over there. It seems like it's a good vibe. They got good people over there. It's always like it's just good vibes, just like here. You know what I mean? It's just you can tell that winners.
Get in now because rates are gonna go up. But if you get in now, you'll be grandfathered in.
Alpha. Thank you.
Straight up, like I'm happy to plug both Kingdom and Theta Daddies. They're I mean proven winners. Like
oh yeah, can't forget Theta Daddies.
Monthly, weekly. Like it's just it's
literally
so nice to see.
The two favorite Discords on AfterHour. Just like fucking poll. Like, don't take my word for it. Do a poll yourself.
Right.
The two favorite Discords.
Go in and see what people are members of.
I went.
Darren's been to all of them. So Darren, you've been everywhere. You're chilling all. Like, what's your opinion?
Yeah, so I did Theta Daddies, Darren, this week with hymns, and I bought 200 shares, and I sold calls on them both. I think they were just covered calls. Yeah,
you were day trading. You were defeating the purpose,
dude. They went down like, dude. They went up like 50% or whatever. So I day traded.
I don't mind buying those back. Yeah, I don't mind buying those back.
50%, like right there, and like within like 2 hours. I'm just like,
amazing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Daddies.
It's just it's so fucking funny.
It is.
It's like you'll buy into a stock and then 12 minutes later.
Yeah. I know you're not supposed to buy it back right away, but I mean,
50%.
Hims is kind of I know Hims is kind of like
do it.
yeah, Hims is kind of like in a position right now where it's not really sure which way it's going, but I do think it is going to ultimately go up. It's just a matter of when.
Dude, honestly, I'd buy it back at 50%. Fucking wait for it to go up a little bit, sell it again, and keep rolling.
I don't have my port at 25K, so I have to do the 3-day trades. So it kind of sucks, but
yeah,
it's definitely a good tactic.
Well, there you go, Theta Daddies.
Hell yeah, Theta Daddies.
Nice plug too. Nice plug.
Bob, you want to speak on that at all? A little bit more?
I mean, yeah, Darren, that was a good first attempt. We got some work. It's hard though because it's such an opposite mentality of what.
Wow. That's how you know
it's just such a hard. It's just different. Like I'll plug my trades in on Monday, and I don't even touch it. Like I just let like 7 of my positions expire Friday, today. Sorry, today is Thursday. Whatever, dude. You can just chill with the Theta stuff because there's no pressure. You just make money as time goes on. Where it's just such a different mentality when you're buying calls. Like you got to get in and out. If you're in profit, like you take it and you go on, and you got to stay kind of glued to it a bit, like because shit can turn around real fast. It's just a different mentality altogether.
Bob Dog,
I mean, Hims is also a really tough one though. Like because Hims will go up 5% at open and then drop the rest of the day, and it's like you kind of have to take profits with that one.
For real.
So Bob Dog, like when I sell covered calls, I always sell them on a Friday. To let Theta work for me over the weekend. Should I be doing that or should I not be doing that?
I mean, you're right. You're getting some Theta, but it really accelerates like the day before expiry. Like 50% of it is like the last day. So actually, we wait till Monday and sometimes even Tuesday because so much can happen on the weekend, especially with Trump and this
Yeah.
planet we're on right now, right? Like, you don't know what war we're gonna start on a Saturday or some fight Elon's gonna get in. So it's like,
Yeah,
wait
dude's
till
gonna fart in the
Monday,
wrong direction, yeah.
Yeah.
and
So-
and you lose 5 or 10% of the potential gain, but like you can be a lot more confident in the position. So yeah, we wait till Monday and sometimes Tuesday.
Okay.
So money dog, have you been into like a position, right? Like for $50 and like it goes up to like 60 and you have like a cover call for like $51 and you just kind of have to write it out, you know? Cuz like then your contract is like what, like negative like 900 for a
And he lets
contract.
it get called away because
Yeah.
he made the premium, and then he makes the money on the
Yeah.
stock difference.
Yeah. But he loses
just-
the
But
gains.
that's the mentality that he's talking about.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know
what
what
I'm
I
trying
mean?
to-
Like
that's what I'm trying
he
to
doesn't
say.
think about that. He thinks about, okay, well, I'm making my premium.
Yeah.
know?
Right. I'm
But
locking
it-
in this
I mean,
percent
whatever
gain
I'm-
on this.
Whatever I'm charging
that's it.
above the strike that I paid.
I'm just saying, I'm sure it gets scary though, you know, even though you know
That's
it's
just
going
FOMO,
to
man.
expire.
That's just FOMO.
Even though you know it's going to expire.
In order to do sell side, you have to be willing to lose the shares. You have to be willing to say, okay, well, on to my next trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude, it's a completely different mentality.
Be willing
I'm
to
just
I
kind
am
of
lose
just
stop
potential
sharing.
upside,
I
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
Just let it
You're
get
bored.
signed and go to the
Stonk
next one.
Slayer.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
there you
I
go.
would never.
Yeah.
I would never.
Served
I
its
don't have
purpose.
100 shares of MicroStrategy, but I would never do that with MicroStrategy right now. Yes,
No.
I can make incredible premium, but I want to keep those shares right now. You know what I mean? Those
Yep.
aren't shares that I'd be willing to part with.
No, so
So,
like that's where
I did that. Sorry, I did that on MSTR this week. When it dropped to 370, I literally bought 100 shares and I sold a 370 covered call for $1,000. And I was like, it's going to go above this. I don't care if the shares get assigned.
Holy
nice.
shit,
Got the
dude.
money.
$3,000.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's exactly, it's
Free money.
3,000.
Yeah. And Bob, though, that's
Sorry,
the
Rebel.
strategy. No, you're good, dude. That was the strategy that you were talking about on the last episode, right? Where the Theta Daddy cover call strategy.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's-
So
that's
it's just the opposite side. I'm the one selling the calls to you. If you're buying them.
Right.
So
Right.
Theta Daddies, Bob Dog, correct me if I'm wrong, but Theta Daddies basically, so when you're buying options on a buy side, right? You're looking for, I think you said your trading plan, Ripple was 20%, right?
Yep.
So you're looking to make 20% profit and get out.
Mhm.
But that's not what Bob Dog's looking to do. Bob Dog's looking to make on an average week, I think you said you're looking to make what, 2 to 4%? Is that right, Bob? Bob Dog?
Yeah, 2 to 4% portfolio gain over the week. That's it.
Yeah.
On fucking 400 grand. Is insane.
It's insane. It's beautiful.
So,
Would you make
It's
9
like-
grand this month or
it's
this
just-
week?
it's compounded gain.
Well,
that's amazing.
yeah. No, this was a good week, I think, for everybody. It was a lot more than that, but
Nice.
there's some CLBR in there and everything.
I did not great this week. Ripple.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say this, and don't feel obligated to answer. My ear, my ear is telling me Staten Island, sir.
Oh, actually, from upstate New York. Well, not really upstate, Lower Hudson Valley, and then I moved down to Jersey, and my wife is from Staten Island.
Josie.
Okay, all right.
So maybe a little bit of the wife's
Close
accent.
enough.
So
Get out
somewhere,
of here.
I have a lot of friends in Staten Island, Shallon Island, shout out, and
Shallon.
that fucking that twang, dude. It's there.
Oh, no.
I just picture myself playing Call of Duty, just making fun of people.
That's why I play on mute. No, but I'm originally from 845 area code New York. Shout out Lower Hudson Valley, Mayapack. But yeah, no, it's been a journey, man. Long, strange trip. It's all good though.
My boy.
Plugging the dead, huh?
Always.
Bro, have you seen Dead and Company at the Sphere?
I haven't seen them at the Sphere, but every time they came to City Field, I went and saw them.
Okay, bro, I'm telling you, like I know it's fucking expensive. I fucking know it is. I did it.
know.
I did
Ripple,
it.
you're about an hour and a half away from me, by the way. 2 hours.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. Nice.
So I'm like, this accent, bro. I know this fucking accent. I know these cocksuckers.
Where are these motherfuckers? Where are these motherfuckers?
The prices, motherfuckers.
They got the fucking bagels with the locks.
Now, Ripple, do yourself a favor, man. Save up the money and fucking go out to see Dead and Company next time they do an episode, mini residency at the Sphere.
I know,
dude. It'll change the way that you've ever thought about consuming entertainment, man. The Sphere is incredible.
Jeez, I know. And
well, we got to build that portfolio first.
That's it. That's where we're starting. We're starting there, and then that is definitely going to happen one day. Just speaking it into existence, like I was like saying like on this,
like talking to yourself in the mirror and shit.
I think phone might have locked out.
Oh no!
I was gonna say I just pictured that meme like pointing in the mirror, like you're gonna
make money this week.
Yeah, you're gonna make these fucking dollars.
I scream at myself in the mirror every morning.
There he is.
That's all waking
phone
up.
timed out.
Yeah, pump those numbers up.
Yeah, that's it, man. And just ears open and just watching, learning. That's the way to do it. I just never it mystifies me how everybody seems to find like these like silent little home runs like ONS and like little companies like this. Like how do you guys find them? Like that's something I always wonder. Like I know Tron's like crazy with that. Like
that's just it's built-in conviction, right? It's like first is understanding the company and what they do. Second is understanding where they can enter, their sector or the market and leave an impact. And like, what do they do differently, right? And are they undervalued? One of the biggest things is financial analysis and our fundamental analysis, whatever you want to call it. And it's like I'm still learning technical analysis a lot. Like I've a lot to learn, but there's fundamentally sound companies or just understanding where a company's at. Like ONS, I don't think they have any revenue, if I remember correctly. I do so much fucking due diligence on so many different companies.
Everything gets washed,
yeah. But like pre-revenue companies, there's money to be made in pre-revenue companies. You just need to see number one, what they're doing. Number two, is it different than what other companies in the sector are trying to do or are doing? Like, what are they going to offer that adds variety or flavor to the mix? And number three, how are they priced currently? Like there's a lot of undervalued stocks, even pre-revenue companies, ACHR, for instance. But
the flying cars, right?
Yeah,
flying dildos.
They do look cool as fuck, though. I like to have one.
Those things are fucking awesome. Watch a YouTube video of their headquarters. It's literally incredible technology with like the electric air taxis and like the way they vertically take off.
That's sick.
Bro,
like
badass.
They have like 8 propellers. It's the Midnight aircraft, right? That's
they're launching in UAE this year too.
Yeah.
Launching.
Dude, they have I was saying before, they have fucking Middle Eastern money. They got that oil money invested in them. Like it's shit like that, Ripple.
Right.
Like I remember when they were $5 or $6 not long ago. And it's like, wow, the Saudis or and anyone in the Middle East is putting all this money. Like they have billions of dollars. They have $1 billion in cash and they don't make money.
Right.
Why? Because their technology is fucking great. It's they like their certifications like FAA, like they're working to get certified. They want to basically make air taxis so you can go from fucking, if you've ever been to California, getting from Oakland to San Francisco, if there's a fucking crash on the Bay Bridge, is a nightmare. They want to make that so you can pay a premium and just fucking fly there in fucking 10 minutes.
Jersey to Manhattan. Think about it.
So no Outer Bridge or Verrazano.
Right, exactly. But at the same time, you got to pay congestion pricing already. So hey, it might be a little bit more.
Yeah, stay away from this city.
It's kind of a good time to get into Archer now. I would say if you're looking for entry.
Yeah,
it's recently had a pretty pretty big dip.
Big base around 10.
Oh,
big base
Archer. Dude,
Yeah.
Archer, the chart is very bullish. Like if you look at the Fibonacci's, like it's going to like 18, like soon. Like that's kind of like the next big point it's going to have on its cycle here. But yeah, it dropped because I think they did like an $800 million public offering or whatever to get, they were raising cash to speed up their development. And they're the official air taxi of the 2028 Olympics.
Correct.
Like this company's people are talking about like they're the Tesla of the sky. So
Okay.
we'll see.
And that's I will say I did sell the news on that. When they were coming to what was it? The CEO was on like Jimmy Kimmel Live or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like you're not going on a late night show to fucking announce something bearish, right?
True.
No,
So I
right.
just bought a shitload of calls and made like 170% on them the next day and sold them.
Nice.
Great job.
Like,
Jake.
Nice.
it's just shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's
Damn.
don't
It's
overthink the
logical.
obvious.
Dude.
Don't yeah.
I bought
Be logical
fucking
about
TMC $7 or no TMC $650 calls for July 11th expiry, right? Because I plan on exercising them. I just wanted to see if it held. Dude, the fucking call I bought them yesterday. The fucking calls at the end of today were up fucking 95%, dude.
Damn. Yeah.
The problem is
And
they were too cheap, and I only bought one. But
And if you can't get into Archer, maybe Kohl's KSS, like it's setting up for something.
The clothing
Look at that. If you look at that
so
chart,
Yeah.
we'll have
They
to
have a
look at their
shitload of
shorts.
cash. Yeah.
it's very undervalued just on
Well-
real estate alone.
They have $8 billion in real estate.
We'll
they
have
could
to look
just
at their
8
short
billion.
information. They are constantly being shorted, and
Oh yeah,
and
they're
a lot of
staying
times
shorted.
squeezed. No, but I'm saying a lot of times
They-
it squeezes. I've read in a couple of their squeezes before. It doesn't squeeze like terribly much, but it squeezes enough to make decent money.
I think I'm gonna sell my Nvidia and then just full port that into Archer.
That's probably not a terrible
Not a bad idea.
I know, right?
Going off of
Nice
what
little
Bob
guy.
Dog was saying, like, the wall.
There might be a wall at 160. I think that's what's coming up.
Yeah, and you know that Archer's not at a wall.
No, and I wouldn't feel bad, dollar cost averaging in Archer either. Buying the dips,
Mhm.
because it is a future for that company.
I actually like the company. Yeah, I do. I was invested with 1,000 shares, and I just had to sell to free up money. But I do like the money and the company and what they're doing. I think it's going to be successful.
My only issue is the debt to income ratio. Right now they're just constantly buying things and not really making much income. So
Well, that's just capital expenditure, man. That's why you got to dig into the financials and really understand. Like I said, they have $1 billion in fucking Middle Eastern money.
yeah,
to support
once
them.
they're profitable, I think they're gonna freaking just explode. Like,
Guys,
They will be.
I just got a notification on my phone. I just got assigned 1,000 shares on my phone. So, perfect timing for
Nice.
some Archer.
All right.
There you go.
There you go. Bob
You
Dog's
sell-
getting ready to sell 10 covered calls. So.
You sell puts?
Yeah, I sold puts on it.
Nice.
I got
strike
assigned
10?
on purpose. I sold 1050. I sold 1050. Yeah, like it was like in the money. This is on purpose.
Yeah, you just wanted the
Well,
premium and you wanted the shares. I got you. And now you're
Bingo.
gonna sell
Got
when
the
it gets to
shares and got
11.
the premium.
Yeah.
Surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably something like that.
So your covered calls at 11 or 1050 again and call it a day and
Make
take
more
your thousands of dollars
Yep.
and go fuck yourself.
And that's where I guess
You rich bitch.
Fucking guy.
Goddamn money dog.
That's where like emotion comes in. Like if you're so high on a company, it's so hard to hit that sell button because you're like, fuck, like
I
You guys-
know.
Yeah.
you guys got it. Like
You can do a little, buddy. That's what I talk to that's what I tell my penis usually when I'm like,
I believe in
get him
you.
Little
going.
buddy.
Right. You can do a little guy.
So Bob
A little
Dog.
engine that could.
Bob
We just
Dog.
call him Little Chief, little totem pole,
Little chief.
I just salute him. Stand tall, sir.
He's
It's
even
like
got
a
a little
little
helmet.
fucking. Yeah.
He pipes up
You
a
can do
joint.
it.
He gives a little peace pipe to the little chief.
Yeah. Oh man.
Whittled it out of out of a toothpick.
Why, God? Why do you do this to me?
I don't even know if that's small enough to fit in there, brother.
Oh,
We
fuck.
are nearing an hour, but
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
wait, this was supposed to be a 30-minute episode. Yeah,
it was fun. It was fun.
it
We
was.
appreciate you, Ripple.
It was
I
a good
appreciate
time.
it.
Darren, do you have you got your cardboard questions, Darren? You want to ask him how he feels about life after death?
Cardboard?
I really don't, but I could probably.
I'm
do it
joking.
real quick.
If God struck you down right now,
What would you do?
I got a question for you.
how would you
All right.
feel?
All right, great. So, if you were with Stockton and the Ocean Gate submarine, going down there to see the Titanic on the 86 dive, what would you do?
Oh man.
Mash it.
Gotta.
Start jacking it.
You gotta whip it out and just start smacking everybody with it.
Dude, yeah, I mean, you're just blasting ropes. You know what I mean? Just close your eyes and pray to fuck.
That's it.
You would just die because that shit's instant.
Instant.
You don't even know you're dead. That's how quick it is.
Oh, were you there?
But I came.
But you came
Yeah,
first.
exactly. Keep your eye on the prize.
No,
Yo, do you have any? Seriously, you have any questions for us before we round this out?
No, I mean, like, just keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are, showing a lot of people a lot of things, and I'm forever grateful for that. And I know a lot of people who are lurking, and it's okay to just post something every now and then because it kind of puts you out there. And do I have a question for you guys? All right, if you could be an animal and eat another animal, what animal would you eat?
Anteater.
You eat ants.
Wait, are we being the animal or eating the animal?
You're
What animal
eating.
would you eat?
What animal would you eat? So you would be the anteater eating the ants. Also, I don't know. I'm just really high.
Yeah. I'll be the ant. See, I'm picturing a fucking big old snout, right? And I'm just picturing fucking wiggling my way in between some cheeks, and I'm a nice, cute animal. so they don't think too much about me, and I'm just sucking on them starfish. You know what I mean?
It's like marrow, bone marrow.
His cheeks are supposed to suck a lot of stuff.
What's that Limp Bizkit album? Chocolate Starfish? Yeah.
All right.
Chocolate Starfish.
Fish, what animal would you be?
Well, I am a fish.
Yeah.
That's predictable.
And
I am a fish, so I assume that I eat various sea life. And the reason for this is that I really enjoy the water. Not only does it bring me freedom, I don't breathe very well outside of it.
Or in it.
fish. Do fish see water?
Yes.
Whoa.
It doesn't look like water to us. To us, it just looks like air because it's our normal.
All right.
Fish, do you float on your back like I do just to see your pee-pee go above the water?
So when you think you see my pee-pee, that's actually just a string of shit.
You really are a fish, aren't you?
Just let that shit out. Bob Dog, what about you? Which animal would you be?
I'm a dog, so I like meat and bones. Love some bone marrow, some steak. I'll also eat my own shit. I'm a dog. So.
What are you, my dog? Yo, I got a crate for you, bro. You're welcome anytime.
I bet you do.
Wait, actually,
You guys want to know what I'll be, right?
yes. What are you going to be, Darren?
I'll be a shark.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you
eat the
what are you
freaking
gonna eat?
seals.
Clubbing baby seals.
The seals would hop on the boats, and I would just kind of stay around until they jump off, and I attack.
Oh man, yeah.
Blood in the water.
So
a bowl.
I'm not gonna.
No, shark, dude.
That just reminded me of a video that I saw of. It was a deaf woman, and she was making, deaf noises.
Dave.
And God, someone commented and they're like, I bet you hitting that from the back would sound like you're clubbing a baby seal. And I was
my God.
oh, fuck.
That is
All right.
horrible and wrong, and I don't condone it. Call on Peter right away.
I concur.
Fuck.
Hey,
I am
but
not
it is
making a
funny.
mug out of that.
I'll send you the voice memo. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Whoa, whoa,
After
whoa,
Wars.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
You fish has something.
Hey, Darren.
What's up?
I want you to listen to something here.
Oh shit.
Hey, Chief.
Yeah.
Hey, Chief. I love you.
Mm.
I love you,
I love you,
Chief.
Fish. I love you, Fish.
I love you guys.
We
Love you guys
you,
too.
Bob Dog.
What up, man?
I love all of you.
Love you guys.
All of you.
Oh my God.
Big love.
I always
Cuddle.
wanted to say this in the podcast because I say it back when you guys say it in my car.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I love you guys.
Love it.
We love you, Ripple.
Love you, Ripple.
We love you, Ripple. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, man. Glad you were able to make the time. Sorry again, it went past 30 minutes by 5%.
Oh no!
Chief,
Quick math.
I missed all that. Somebody just called my phone.
Chief.
Darren.
I love you.
Do you mean it?
I love you.
Do you mean it? I'm staring right at your Abby right now.
I mean it.
I love you, bro. All right.
You're happy.
Wait. So,
I literally leaned into my screen, just fucking lock eyes with this handsome man.
look at my eyes. No. So okay. So no more free baller conspiracy, right? I'm off the hook now.
No, you're definitely free baller.
Bro,
All right.
no,
Afterwards,
no,
episode
bro,
12.
what?
Not until we have both of you on at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I don't want to hear
and you
Laren.
said thank you once.
All right, my dog's
I'll
about
tell
to
you what,
shit
if
in the
Spy
house.
goes
So.
to 6:30 on fucking Monday, I will say thank you. How about that?
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Ripple, appreciate you again, man.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
brother.
this.
Been fun.
Yeah, man.